Hi guys, good morning. I'm just about ready to go to bed. Been doing a bit of work behind the scenes, and what I've been doing, guys, I've been tracing out the RX TX lamps for this radio. And basically, if we go to the circuit, I'll show you. Sound a bit slow because I'm getting a bit knackered now. So we'll go to the circuit and I'll show you what I've done, what I've had to do to make it work, because the Fidelity does have Q17 because that's the transmitter switching transistor, but it doesn't have Q23, which is for the RX switching, just for switching the lamp. See, the lamp goes through R96, which is a 270 ohm, and it goes into the transistor, and then it comes out of the transistor, goes to ground. But it goes to this end of R103. This is the RX light, and I'll demonstrate that in a minute. RX light now works, and so does the TX. Although I haven't got a TX light because I did have a TX light, but I burnt it out. I accidentally burnt it out, put too much through it, burnt it out, or it burnt out. But there again, they're old anyway, but I'm putting 12 volt LEDs in here. I'm using LEDs, guys, because I'm modern. Anyway, I'm going to put LEDs in this, but for now we're using incandescent bulbs. We've got the TX light working and the RX light working. The RX light is working when I keep the mic. The RX light goes off, the TX light comes on. I've had to put extra wires in. I've had to take transistor 23, Q23, out of the Harrier, the scrap Harrier, and I've also had to nick R95 out of the scrap Harrier because I needed that to feed the transistor, and I needed that for the transistor, and I needed the transistor. They were the only two parts I actually had to put in, apart from I've got to take a wire from the transmit ground, but I can do that from the microphone socket. I can take that wire from the mic socket, because because 13, if we go to 13, guys, which is here, and it comes down, if we follow it, where do we end up? It's ground transmit. We end up on pin 4 of the mic socket. So we can go to the mic socket for that, or somewhere near there. So this is it. So this is the one that perplexed me really, because I could not find 13, and 13 was right at the back of the board, guys. I had to get the actual Rotel service manual and look at the board layout. And I was actually looking for R90, and there's R90. And you know, I couldn't fucking find it earlier, and it's fucking there It's right there, guys. I was looking, I couldn't see for looking. I scoured everywhere, I couldn't find R90, I've just spotted it there. But we wanted 13, which goes into transistor 13, which goes into transistor 17, which is your switching transistor. Goes into transistor 30, which is your transmitter switching transistor. So that was already in. I was already fitted. It was transistor 23 that wasn't, but luckily, because I had the scrap area, I knew spending that 40 odd quid a few months ago on all that junk, I knew that I'd pay off, because because it's given me loads of bits. I'm just outlining it at the moment, guys. So if we go to the camera, go to camera number, go to bench 1, there we go. Now, if I now, oh, my back, my side's still sore, guys. Right, so we've got no TX light because the bulb blew, and I've got some LEDs here, but unfortunately the LEDs won't work. They just blow, because you can't put 13 volts straight into them. I could probably use a resistor, but hey guys, I'm not going to even bother, because if I switch this on, if I switch it on, there you go, there's the RX light. If I squeeze the mic a second, off it goes. There you go. If I cup it in my hand, you'll see it better. There you go. Let's plug the test instrument in when I'm doing that. Where's the lead for the Marconi? There it is. Let's plug the Marconi in. It's sat there keyed in with no mic and with no aerial in it. It is on low power. I put it on low power. I'll put it back to high power. Now we're transmitting, and that's not showing anything that meter, but it won't do because we're not actually receiving anything. If I unscrew this a little bit, we will. It should deflect. There. Yeah. So that's all working now, guys. That's my plan all fleshed out, really. Let's turn the meter off. So basically I've had to just do a little bit of work around here. So I've got this red wire solders to here, the white wire goes there, that's RX. For TX I've got to put a brown wire, well, it doesn't have to be a brown, but I've got to put a wire here, or I can come off the mic socket. I'll probably come off here, the other side of this, probably come off here and come down the board, and see, if I disconnect this, turn it off a minute, if I disconnect this and I move this, move that to there, then move this. If we can fucking get hold of it. Move this to here, because this thing goes there. There you go. Now if I turn the radio on, we'll get no RX. But when I key the mic, there you go guys. If I cup it, you'll see it better. Yeah. And that's your TX. So that's how it works. It's simple, so I'll just run I mean, I'll be putting fucking, probably won't even have to run a wire down, because the leads on the LEDs that I buy might be long enough. But I mean, they'll be fairly long because they're going to designed to go behind the car dashboard. So they're going to be fairly long. So that's what we're going to do. And just checking to make sure bloody recording. So that's where we're up to with it, guys. We've split the signal meter, let's turn the power supply off. Right, we've split the power meter so we can use 2 meters, and we've sorted out the RX-TX. But there was a wire that went from there to the channel change, and I've soldered that on. I wonder. I'm not gonna mess with it now. I've turned the soldering iron off. I'm not gonna mess now, guys. But well, let me just see if it still dims when it's on thingy, when I transmit. Oh, hang on. We're on dim. That's channel 9, so what does that fucking do? Oh, that must be the dimmer. That wire that's cut, that brown wire I thought was channel 9. Yeah, it does dim slightly. So that must be the dimmer. Yeah, that must be to the dimmer. Oh well. The soldering iron's off now anyway. Anyway guys, that wire I thought that was the channel 9 switch. It's not, it's to the dimmer. Let me turn this light off at the back. Oh, my fucking side, it's killing me. Oh, I might got a clean bill of health on my bloody lungs and get one on my side. Oh, I'll be alright when I get in bed. Anyway guys, that's where we're up to. We've worked out where our RX and TX go. We've got our circuit sorted out, so we've managed to work this out. I did it off camera this because it wasn't complicated, but I had to change a couple of parts. I had to put R103 in and R96 and R95. That changed had 3 resistors, a couple of wires, and of course Q23 there, which is the RX switching transistor, which switches the RX light on and off. That's its only job in life. That's all it does. Just switches that light. So basically we've got according to this it's supposed to be 8.5 volts, but it's not, because we've got out we've got what do you call it coming down this line. We've got 13.8 volts coming down it, but that's off load. So with a load on it, probably won't even have that. But that's where we're up to, guys. We've got 6 volts there on the TX line, but we know that's not right. There's the RX there, there's the TX. We've got 8 volts on the TX there, 8.6 there, 8.5 for the RX. That'll probably be feed the transistor, but I know for a fact that these bulbs, without the bulbs in, I know for a fact without the bulbs we get 13 volts. But when I'm going to put 12 volt bulbs in, because I think they'll work, and that's what, well, as far as I'm concerned, that's what the circuit wants. It'll probably pull down a little bit, because the what do you call it? The 12 volt LEDs, you get 4 of them and they come in nice colours. Red, green, yellow and blue. I think they come in orange and blue. I think they come in. So I'll probably use the red and green as RX and TX and find another use for the other two. I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thank you. Oh, hang on. Let's come back to the camera. I'm going to leave it there, guys, and thank you very much for viewing, and I hope you enjoyed this little quick update on the CB. We're getting there. We're committed. Everything's starting to pan out, and you know, our donor radio. I'm probably going to use this as the donor now, because I've done all that work to it. Because if I was to use one of the other Fidelities, I'd have to do all that again. So that's going to be the donor, because I haven't managed to blow it up. You take it easy, guys, and I'll be back on today. So I may come back on today, but I'll certainly be back at 7 tonight. Bye for now, guys and girls. Thanks for watching. You all take care. Oh, thanks for the coffees, Julie. I meant to thank you when I first came on, but I'll thank you in person live tomorrow night anyway. Thanks, honey. I'll catch you later. Bye, guys and girls.